Dreaming of starting your career with Rolls Royce? Let's make your application stand out from the rest. In this video, I will walk you through every part of the Rolls Royce Apprenticeship application step by step so you can avoid common mistakes and boost your chances of getting that interview. Hi, I'm Solomon from Quanta Apprenticeships, where we will help you land your dream apprenticeship with expert tips and advice. If you're serious about apprenticeships, make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this. In today's video, we'll cover how to fill out the Rolls Royce application form as well as tips to stand out to the recruiters. Let's get started. So to start off, you want to start by filling in all the basic information about yourself, where you're from, where you live, your telephone number, your name, everything that they will need to know in the future. Once you're happy with all the details, we can then continue to the next step. The next page is about your resume or your CV. I've already got mine completed beforehand, so I can just drag and drop mine into place. If you would like to know how to create one of these, drop a comment below and I will walk you through the steps to make the best CV to get recognized. So on to the next page. This is just basic admin stuff. You should know all this stuff about yourself. If you need to go check, double check, make sure you put in the right things, because when you submit this will be final. If you do find that any of these things apply to you, make sure to put in the correct answers because it could help you later in your application. The next page is again stuff about yourself, but it's a bit more, personalized now, depending on the GCSE grades that you've got. You're going to list them all, whether they're good or bad, from grade 1 to 9. You want to then list your A-level subjects or BTECs, T-levels, whatever you've done from that level 3 qualification to prove, why you're a worthy applicant. If you know your UCAS points, you can put them in here. If you don't know, you can go to the UCAS website and calculate them with the UCAS grade calculator. If you have any other qualifications, then you can add them in here as well. So this is an important question, whether you're currently completing an apprenticeship or have already completed one. Here you want to select no, or you will be completely disregarded from this application. So after scrolling down, we can see here are the three big main questions where you will be differentiated from a lot of the other people. Here it's not where the grade matters, it's about the answers that you give for each of these questions. So the first question is, what is it about Rolls Royce that makes you want to start a career with us? In this question, you want to speak about what appeals to you about working here and what interests you about their products and services that they offer. So what I've done is I've split this up into three sections. The first section that you want to speak about is what about Rolls Royce that appeals to you. You can speak about how they're a global leader in engineering and manufacturing, how they have a very strong reputation in innovation for aerospace and car manufacturing, the strong commitment they have towards sustainability and net zero by 2050, and the massive opportunities for growth within the company that you will want to be a part of and how you can continue to progress within your career. So the second point will be what interests you about their products and services. Here you want to speak about the advanced technologies, how they might be incorporating the use of EVs, the nuclear power that they currently are a part of, and the work within the army, how they work with the government. They've just been gifted a couple of billion just to produce more submarines. You want to sort of talk about these things. You want to talk about the cutting edge aerospace facilities that they offer, and you could also talk about the partnership, the very close partnership they have with BMW and Mini, because those three, BMW, Mini and Rolls Royce, make very high-end cars and they work closely together. A lot of the parts they make are sort of carried across and used from different companies. So for the third point, you want to speak about your passion in engineering. If you're applying for this apprenticeship, specifically in engineering, let's say you want to speak about why you have a passion for it. You want to briefly mention like what you like about engineering, the world of engineering, the opportunity to be hands-on, to problem solve, to sort of working in a team. This is what they're looking for the next future engineers. You want to tell them about your excitement to contribute towards the future because that's what you're going to be doing within a big company like this. The next question that you would want to answer would be how you align with their values. You want to talk about a passion that you might have for finding new solutions, how you're a problem solver, how you work well in a team, and how you want to continuously learn. You want to sort of speak about the qualities that you have and how it would align with the values of being an engineer and having to work for Rolls Royce. And the main thing you want to speak about in this is sustainability, how Rolls Royce are pushing towards a sustainable future with what they're making. So the second question that they would like you to answer is, why would you like to join a Rolls Royce early career program? In this question, you want to outline why you want to join and like the sort of thing that interests you about the job and the experiences that you have that you can bring to this role. So for the first part, why you want to join, you want to speak about the opportunity you would get to learn about the hands-on approach. You want to speak about how you'll be able to grow exponentially faster compared going to the likes of uni. You want to say how you can learn from world-class engineers by working with them and the ability to sort of rotate to any part of the company. Because when you're in a big company like this, you're able to go work in any different sector. It's the opportunity to continuously learn. So for the specific topics and trends that might interest you, you want to speak about how Rolls-Royce are pushing towards those sustainability goals and net zero goals, how they're trying to improve the aviation, how they could integrate the use of AI, the move to renewable energy solutions. You can show how these changes is appealing for the up and coming generation, making it seem like they're becoming more greener. If you speak about these things, what they're actually doing right now, it will make them show how truly valuable you can be. For the next point, you want to speak about experiences that you might have, how your passion sparked from a very young age, how, there might be certain famous people that have influenced you. You can talk about maybe some research that you've done in the past, some documentaries where that has generated your love for the world of engineering. You can talk about some projects that you might have done over time, or even recently in school that have pushed you that, make you want to go into towards this aspect of engineering. Then for the final point, you want to talk about how this specific program aligns with you. You can talk about how you want to keep continuously growing, keep learning in the field that you love. You can talk about how you value mentorship, that you want to keep being taught and keep learning. You want to keep progressing. You want to talk about how you want to be committed towards a team that is committed towards sustainability, showing how ethically and morally it's the right thing to be doing, and that you feel that you can contribute towards this. So for the last question, it asks, the engineering industry is ever changing due to significant trends and topics. What can we do? What things can we change that can impact the way that we work and why? So to answer this, you want to speak about the adoption of AI to help streamline Rolls-Royce's approach towards net zero by 2050. This is an idea that I've had, but you can do what you want. I think this is easy to speak about though. So the first thing that you could speak about is that there is increasing pressure from the government to reduce carbon emissions. Everybody knows this. So you could talk about how Rolls-Royce could put more research into a new type of fuel like hydrogen to reduce its footprint. You could talk about how they could reassess their nuclear department, ensure that everything is safe because we know about things like Chernobyl, that things can go wrong. We can talk about how they can change their cars into EVs, especially with the new legislations coming into place in 2035 where all combustion engine vehicles must be stopped. We can talk about how they can just make EVs. Then speaking more about AI, we can talk about how we can make it work more efficiently, data security, how we can make AI work for us, but not, make people lose jobs in the long term. We want to find the right balance. However, the most important thing about answering a question like this is linking it back to the Rolls-Royce goals that you can find on their website, which are trusted to deliver excellence, act with integrity, and operate safety. You want to incorporate these phrases into your answers and so interpret them to show that you've not just done your research, but that you also align with their goals and what they've set out for the future. So once you finish typing up, this is the main section of your application. So you want to go back, check everything makes sense, make sure everything is spelled correctly, reread everything before you go into the next page. So this last page is just answering more questions about yourself, things, about you and your family, if they've been to university, what they work as, basic stuff that you should know already. The main part of your application is now done. Just go back and reread everything, make sure that everything is fine before it comes to submitting. Again, this next page is just basic stuff about you. You should know all these answers again. Once you scroll down, there'll be some terms and conditions that you need to fill in. You can read through them, but they don't really matter. Just make sure that everything that you're putting in is right. then we can, tick the box and move on to the last final part, which is submitting it. So here we are on the last page. Here we can finally review everything that we've put in, make sure we've included the right CV, if all the information is correct, make sure that we're happy with the answers that we've put in. If you're happy with everything that you've done, you can then submit the final thing. Just make sure that you're happy, because once it's submitted, it's done. If you choose to withdraw it, you're going to be put down the pecking order. You want to sort of get these submissions in as soon as possible, but of course to the highest degree as possible. And once you see this application submitted, you finished and it's all done. Nothing to worry about. Just on to the next. So that was how to go through a Rolls Royce apprenticeship application. I hope this has helped. If you would like me to make more videos like this, just drop a comment below of other companies you would like me to run through. Thank you for watching.